Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we're going to talk about McCarthy and power plays, missed opportunities, and opportunities that are resurfacing, and how McCarthy is still not really growing into speaker yet. Okay, so recently we talked about how McCarthy missed a golden opportunity. He had a chance to render the far-right elements of the Republican Party that have basically been telling him what to do and destroying his speakership. He had the opportunity to render them irrelevant by quietly going across the aisle to work with some Democrats to shore up the votes that he would need. Be real simple. And he didn't do that, though. He gave the far-right Republicans what they wanted, their show impeachment inquiry, all of that stuff. And now, when it comes time to do the budget, they are once again putting forth policy, quote, that isn't going to go anywhere. It's doomed from the beginning, which means there's no budget, which means the government shuts down. Now, the far-right section of the Republican Party, my guess is that they actually want a government shutdown because they know it hurts the average person. And then the average person will blame Biden. It's very cynical. It's based on the belief that the average American, well, they're just not that bright, and they need to do what their betters tell them to do. That's my guess on why they're doing it. Now, over in the Senate, understand, there's a little bit more of a professional crop. There's bipartisan appropriation going on. Everything's fine over there. So, what has changed? The Democratic Party, almost 100 people in the Democratic Party in the House signed on to a letter basically being like, hey, put the Senate stuff up for a vote and let's just roll with that. Now, here's the thing. If McCarthy wants to lead, this is his opportunity because he can do that. He can actually frame it as showing that Republican senators have this package that they signed off on, and we want to see what the rest of the House thinks about that. And he can use it as an opportunity to lead. And in the process, it wouldn't be as effective as, sneakily going across the aisle and getting the votes he needed and rendering that faction of the Republican Party irrelevant, but it'll definitely make him be a little bit more quiet. And once the bipartisan stuff starts happening, if that appropriations was to go through, well, there might be some people within the Democratic Party that might help maintain his speakership if it ever came into question. There's a lot for him personally in it, too, if he is smart enough to take it. At the end here, the stuff that's being put forward by the far-right faction of the Republican Party, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to get through the Senate. It won't get through Biden. It's a non-starter. Continuing to try to appease them only hurts the country, and more importantly to McCarthy, hurts his speakership. If he reaches across the aisle right now, he might actually get somewhere. He missed the truly ruthless move of sneakily doing what is kind of being offered now. Like, that's what McConnell would have done. Been completely ruthless about it. McCarthy just isn't there yet. He hasn't truly gained control of Republicans in the House. He's not really the leadership yet. This is his opportunity to do that. But he's missed multiple opportunities like this in the past. Don't know if he's going to take it, but it's on the table, and now it's like Democrats openly being like, look, you need help, okay? We need a functioning government. We need a budget of some kind. We could help you out if you put up the Senate appropriation stuff. It's probably his best move politically, but I'm starting to think that there might be a number of people in the House who are, to borrow a term from the kids, they're in their feelings. They're not thinking the way politicians normally do. Their ego and emotions have gotten in the way of things. And they want to win a fight that really nobody can win. This is an open door that could help McCarthy hurt the far-right Republicans, and more importantly, keep us normal people, the people that they work for, in a better place. Because a government shutdown, it hurts a lot of different ways. It's not just government employees. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but there's an offer on the table that is similar to what I suggested he do a couple weeks ago. This just a little bit more open, and he doesn't get the power play out of it, but it might save his speakership. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.